Grab your friends and play some games together. Hi guys, it's John, the new guy, and today I present the top 10 Mac multiplayer games for 2020. Number 10 is Dirt 4. Dirt 4 is the ultimate rally racing game on Mac. Race on real-world rally locations with over 50 different off-road cars. Tweak your setup based on vehicle, track, and weather conditions to suit your racing style. Hone your skills in the Dirt Academy and Joyride challenges before challenging players across the world. Live ladder tournaments, leagues, and leaderboards let you see who is the best racer around. Keep in mind that multiplayer on this game is Mac-to-Mac only. Dirt 4 is an excellent option for gamers who enjoy adrenaline-fueled off-road racing. Dirt 4 is available on Steam or the Mac App Store and should run on Macs back to 2012, but for the best performance, keep it to a 2014 or later Mac. Number 9, we have Hogwash. Hogwash is a game of multiplayer barnyard bedlam. A 1 vs 3 setting, you can choose to be the bumbling farmhand or one of 3 pigs, intent on causing as much chaos as possible. The pigs must spread as much mud around as they can while the farmhand attempts to keep everything squeaky clean. Just don't let the farmhand catch your pig or you'll get tied up. Colorful visuals and accessible gameplay make this one easy to pick up and play for all ages if you want a burst of zany multiplayer fun. Hogwash is available on Apple Arcade and should run on all Macs back to 2012. Side note, this game is much more enjoyable with a controller in hand. Number 8 is TowerFall Ascension. TowerFall Ascension is a competitive fast-paced archery combat game. Featuring over 100 different maps to play on with an extensive list of variants to customize them, TowerFall keeps the action quick as you try to riddle your opponents with arrows. Grab treasure chests for game-changing power-ups or land a timely stomp from above to crush them. If you'd rather work together instead, a new cooperative quest mode lets you and a friend fight off hordes of enemies across the land. While TowerFall Ascension doesn't have an online multiplayer, it does have fantastic local co-op and is a great choice to play with friends or family. TowerFall Ascension is available on Steam and should run on any Mac. Number 7, we have Chivalry Medieval Warfare. Chivalry Medieval Warfare, as the name implies, is an intense game of medieval combat. Pick one of 4 different classes with a variety of weapons and join the fray. Different game modes such as castle sieges, village defenses, and 1 vs 1 duel modes keep the action varied. Expect lots of shouting, pointy weapons, and severed limbs flying around your screen. While the game has an intense and nuanced combat system to master, an excellent tutorial gets you up to speed with all the basics, before throwing you into the multiplayer action. There's nothing quite like Chivalry on Mac, and it's worth checking out for anyone who enjoys medieval settings with just the swords and not the sorcery. Chivalry Medieval Warfare is available on Steam and should run on most Macs back to 2013. Please note, while Steam says this game is not compatible with the latest macOS operating system, this is false and the game runs fine. Number 6 is Hot Lava. Hot Lava is a fun first-person parkour game where every environment is filled with molten lava. Run, jump, climb, swing, and surf across a wide variety of settings and treacherous obstacles. Don't forget to bring some friends along, as up to 8 players can join together. Competitive leaderboards let you see who is the best as you explore and find the fastest routes. Hot Lava is available on Apple Arcade and should run on all Macs back to 2012. Number 5, we have Overcooked II. Overcooked II is a casual yet chaotic cooking game where you must assemble a team of chefs to save the world. Cooperative and competitive modes let you decide the multiplayer madness, just don't get too upset when your friend sets the kitchen on fire while you're making pizza. A huge variety of locations keep the settings fun. You might find yourself in a restaurant, a magic school, or an alien planet. Tons of recipes, events, and challenges, over 120 levels, and 50 different chefs means there's something for everyone. Playful graphics and animations keep you and your friends smiling while playing. Overcooked II is a great choice for a family-friendly option of group fun or anyone interested in virtual culinary madness. Overcooked II is available on Steam and should run on most Macs back to 2013. Number 4 is Terraria. Terraria may be an older game, but that hasn't stopped it from firmly claiming a spot in the coveted Top 100 played list on Steam since it's launched. An action-packed adventure game, Terraria lets you fight for survival, fortune, and glory. Fast exploration, challenging foes, and the option to craft your gear and even build your own city means there's always something to do. As a real sandbox game, Terraria puts the world at your fingertips. team up with friends, or beat down other players in PvP. The colorful graphics still look good even in 2020, and with such a large player base, there's always multiplayer adventures to be had. Terraria is available on Steam and should run on any Mac. Please note, while Steam says this game is not compatible with the latest macOS operating system, this is false and the game runs fine. Number 3, we have Total War: Three Kingdoms. The Total War series has covered many periods of history and countries, but Three Kingdoms brings the conflict to ancient China for the first time. Gorgeous visuals and a vibrant interface bring the majesty and mystery to life as you choose from a dozen different warlords to conquer the realm. Three Kingdoms adds to the standard Total War formula with a focus on hero characters and their relationships, as the positive and negative effects of their actions profoundly impact the story. A more nuanced and useful diplomacy system adds to the intrigue and strategic options. In a fun twist, Three Kingdoms does not distinguish between cooperative or competitive multiplayer campaigns. Instead, players are free to ally or fight as they wish. Unite the lands together, or sneakily send spies to infiltrate your friends and scheme against them. Keep in mind that multiplayer on this game is Mac to Mac only. Total War: Three Kingdoms is available on Steam or the Mac App Store. Please note, the game is supported on some older Macs, but check the game's requirements before buying.
Come on, God of War! Prove your worth!
Ha! Do you question my divinity?
Number 2 is Black Ops 3. Aspyr Media pleasantly surprised Mac gamers last year with Black Ops 3, Call of Duty's fast, furious, and futuristic take on the series' trademark arcade action. The expected run and gun is here, but Black Ops 3 introduces a lot of new gameplay elements compared to previous Call of Duty games. First is the emphasis on movement, with wall running, sliding, and jumping during fights. Next, instead of inhabiting a generic soldier, you pick a specialist character, each with their own look, personality, and abilities. Lastly, a fancy new gunsmith system lets you tweak your weapon loadouts like never before. If the regular multiplayer isn't your jam, don't worry. The legendary zombie modes return bigger and better than ever. Tons of maps, game types, and even Steam Workshop support will keep you challenging the epic undead hordes as long as you want. You can even plug in a controller to enjoy split-screen action with a buddy on the same Mac. Black Ops 3 is available on Steam. Please note the game is also supported on an iMac, MacBook Pro, or eGPU with a 2GB or better AMD graphics card. Number 1, we have Borderlands 3. Prepare yourself for another wild ride of wacky humor, zillions of guns, and colorful worlds to explore in Borderlands 3. Jump into the shoes of 4 new Vault Hunters and go beyond Pandora to multiple planets in the Borderlands universe. While the series' trademark style remains, you can expect a much improved focus on the feel of gunplay, weapon variety, and smooth movement. Each Vault Hunter also feels incredible to play, with a range of abilities and skill modifications, something lacking in the previous games. Borderlands 3 is a vast game you can enjoy solo or with friends, and new social features make it very easy to join games or even queue up with random players. Once you beat the story, there's always arenas, special monster hunts, and frequent event updates from the devs. Borderlands 3 is available on the Epic Games Store. Please note the game is supported on an iMac, MacBook Pro, or eGPU with an 8GB or better AMD card. If your Mac can handle the outrageous specs, don't pass up this enjoyable looter shooter.
Ah! She freaking shot me! Why is that everyone's first reaction to the sound of my voice? We're just here to dance!
I said get the hell out of here! There won't be no dancing today!
Here are some bonus multiplayer games. Descenders. Challenge your inner daredevil with this extreme downhill biking game with procedurally generated levels and exciting gameplay. Stellaris. Take to the stars with real-time battles and planet management in this grand strategy space game. Mountain Blade Warband. Enjoy realistic combat and a comprehensive fighting system with up to 64 other players in this medieval action game of epic proportions. Cuphead. Don't forget this cartoon-inspired action platformer, just watch out for the punishing boss battles and tricky levels. Shotgun Farmers. An online shooter where missed shots can grow new guns and ammo, this is a wacky little indie game to enjoy competitively. Northgard. Take control of a clan of Vikings vying for control of a mysterious new continent in this strategy game based on Norse mythology. LEGO The Incredibles. Based on Pixar's hit movie, have an incredible adventure, LEGO style. Conquer crime and family life in a world full of fun and humor. What are your favorite multiplayer games on Mac? Let us know in the comments. There are many excellent multiplayer experiences on Mac, whether it's cooperative, competitive, or local, there's something for everyone to play. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with Mac gaming.